girl Tammy, her actual name was Tammy, she went up to the teacher and she said, Joey called me a poopy head. Now, Tammy has two teachers. She has the teacher that's open with her heart, super joyous and wonderful, and then she has a teacher that checked out a long time ago, and she's not, and we don't know why. She just checked out, whatever, but she's still there, ratio, super important. So the one teacher, Tammy goes and she says to the one teacher, Joey called me a poopy head. And the one teacher goes, Joey, stop it. And that was it. But Tammy didn't get much. So Tammy goes to the other teacher that's still present. And she goes, Joey called me a poopy head. And then that teacher who's present stands up, looks around and goes, Joey's not here today. And then Tammy looks around the room real quick because she's like, Bobby called me a poopy head. So the teacher's like, oh, so now, just like with the basketball game, we go into our programming. What are we going to do? We got to come save the day. We have to teach the kids life skills. We have to teach them how to handle themselves. So we take Tammy and we go up to we go up to Bobby. And what is something we possibly might say to Tammy? Tammy, tell Bobby what? Say that again? I don't like it. I get that. Okay, I statements. What else? Tammy, tell Bobby how he made you feel, right? So then Tammy goes, you made me feel mad and you made me feel upset. And then Bobby's like, I'm playing cards over here. What? Like, I didn't even do anything. And then the teacher's like, what do we say? And then say you're sorry. And Bobby's like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. And then they walk away. So there's lessons that are taught. 20 minutes later, Tammy needs more attention. Jennifer said I'm not invited to my own birthday party. And the teacher goes, well, I didn't get an invitation either. I don't know, we're gonna have to crash it or something. You wanna be Owen Wilson or you want, okay. So the teacher's like, I'll take care of it. And what does she do? Tammy, let's go. And Tammy goes up to Jennifer, and Jennifer is smart. Jennifer, you'll meet a Caitlin in one of my old classes that this kid's intelligence is absolute. She knows all the programming. Jennifer's like, oh, what? Hold on a second. Girls, 1 second. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, so I have to wait for my turn. Because she knows the secrets of language. She knows that as long as you say re, and you put a sad face emoji, most human beings will let you get away with anything. Some of you are thinking about people in your life that have said, I'm sorry. Like, no, you weren't. So then Jennifer goes, I'm sorry I said that. Now off with you. Okay, whatever, you know? But here's the interesting part. The teacher tells Tammy, tell Tammy how she made you feel. Tammy's like, you made me feel bad, or you made me feel sad. Jennifer's like, I'm sorry, and whatever, it's done. Now, there's two programs that the teacher is teaching the kids and everybody around. Program number 1 is super obvious. All you have to do is say what to get out of anything? I'm sorry. How many of you say I'm sorry to a cop when they pull you over and you mean it? No, I'm sorry that you pulled me over. Now when you leave, I need to speed an extra 10 minutes just to catch up, right? By the way, weren't you speeding when you caught me? Anyway, but there's another programming that took me a while to understand as I worked in different preschools, and I would hear this all the time. What's the program? What is the teacher teaching Tammy, Jennifer, Bobby, and all the other kids in the room that can hear what's going on? What's the programming? And a lot of our brains aren't even gonna want us to even get it, because you'll get too powerful if you get it. You won't be a victim of your brain as much if you'll get this. What do we teach the kids? So, what's that? By the way, you can yell something out no, please.
Our feelings are other people's responsibility.
Say that one more time, super loud, please.
Our feelings are other people's responsibility.
Oh, how many of you have been told your feelings are other people's responsibility? You should watch what you say so you don't get other people upset, because they've been programmed that we have the power to get other people upset. That's not reality. No one, here's something that I want you to take on and see how fast your brain shuts you off, distracts you, opens up your phone. No one has ever made you mad. No one has ever made you sad. By the way, don't believe anything I say, but if something resonates, think about it. No one's ever made you mad. No one's ever made you sad. No one's ever made you jealous. No one's ever made you upset. That's not how the brain works. The brain hears words, processes the words, gives the words meaning, and then we react in a second. How long did it take you when I said you get what you get and you don't get up, and what? It took you half a second. All that stuff that I said, you get what you get, and you immediately in half a second said it and you don't get upset. Your brain heard the words, processed the words, gave the words meaning, and then reacted. So if you've been taught your life that he made you mad, you're just being taught to be powerless. He never made you mad. She never made you jealous. You make you mad. You make you sad. You make you upset. You make you hear this conversation and want to immediately get up and get out of the room as fast as possible. That's sometimes what happens. So just consider for a moment and for the rest of the day that you are the only person responsible for your life. You are the only person responsible for your happiness. But that's great because you get to now take all that and jack it up 1,000 times because you're the only one that can make you happy. Does that make sense?